What up, beautiful people? You guys gonna have to excuse my horrible microphone. I had to use a backup so we can still make sure that we produce content for you guys. We had some issues with the other one, so we had to order another microphone to do these videos. So I won't be able to do these videos where you can see me. I know you guys are very disappointed. I was told that it definitely helps to make sure that you're on camera when you're doing these videos, but all you need to know is that I'm sexy, okay? That's all you need to know. And today, we're going to do a good video, alright? We're going to do a good video, and we're going to talk about pros and cons of entrepreneurships. If you guys are not familiar with who I am, my name is Jeremiah. I run a website called jeremiahvia.com. It's a lead generating agency for solopreneurs and B2B companies. And once again, I want to excuse myself and I want to apologize for this horrible microphone again. I know I sound like a dispatcher for the Mecklenburg Police Department. Hey, 204 to 207. Yes, I have a gentleman over here wearing a blue cape and no pants. Could you please send him over? Beep, beep. Over. 10-4. You 10-4? Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Anyways, enough with the corny jokes. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the pros and cons of entrepreneurship. I went ahead and put together this video template with this horrible picture of myself that's a little distorted. So I'm counting all of my flaws before you guys go in the comments and just brutally attack the brand. Okay, I'm aware. I just coming out with some content. And I just want to be a little interesting. I want to display imperfection and just focus on the content that I'm going to be giving you guys. Pros and cons of entrepreneurship. If you guys are really looking to pursue entrepreneurship, there are some good things about it, as you probably already know, and there's some bad things about it. So I'm going to be freestyling. I don't have any points or slides. But I'm going to talk about some pros and cons, alright? The first pro would be obviously the flexibility that you have as an entrepreneur. You can create your own schedule for the most part. You'll be able to, there isn't really a cap on the amount of income that you can bring in. To be honest with you, it's looked at as, it's well respected to be an entrepreneur in 2018, you know? And the thing about being an entrepreneur in this day and age, that it's a lot easier than it was back in the day with so many applications that you can use, so many apps, so many platforms that allow you to create income on the side. You know, you got your apps such as, you know, your DoorDash, your Postmates, your Uber, your Lyft, so many other platforms that you can use to kind of supplement your income. It's unbelievable. So it allows you to have more convenience when it comes to entrepreneurship as far as going down that path. One of the cons, I would say, are the popular ones. You know, when you're starting entrepreneurship, as far as starting your own business, there's always the beginning stage, and the learning stage is always the hardest part about entrepreneurship, because you're learning all of the things of what you should do and what you shouldn't do. A lot of the times you're going to be wasting money, especially if you didn't grow up in a family or know someone that could help you do entrepreneurship. I know for me personally, I made a lot of mistakes and I'm still making mistakes. But I'm learning from them and I'm becoming more wiser to kind of limit those mistakes. One thing that I also want to encourage you guys to do is not be afraid of making mistakes, okay? It's completely fine to make mistakes. Just make sure that they're logical mistakes, because at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know. So experience is the key. For example, if you are looking to advertise your business by doing Google ads or Facebook ads you don't know, and you want to learn it yourself, the first thing that I would recommend is you educate yourself or get someone that can do it for you. If you don't have the budget for someone to do it for you, you get in there and you just kind of educate yourself and learn. Alright, you can either Google or YouTube tutorials on how to run them, or just get in there and just and figure it out. Make those mistakes, lose a little bit of money. You're going to lose money, alright? So just put that out there. You're going to lose money, but the experience is more important. You just have to be patient. Patient is a talent. So I kind of want to stress that. I want to stress that patience is a talent. One of the cons of being an entrepreneur is that it's a lot more expensive to get certain things. And it's a lot harder to get into certain things because most companies are catered towards traditional 9-to-5 workers, which is okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5 job, but it's not catered towards business owners a lot of the time. So let me give you guys an example. When you are a business owner, a lot of times there's programs out there now, but a lot of times it may be harder to find find loans and stuff like that if you wanted to get a house or if you wanted to get an apartment, because they automatically, a lot of times they assume that you work, so they asking for pay stubs. Well, if you don't got pay stubs because you work for yourself, the thing that you can do is, the only thing that you can really show a lot of the times, unless you create your own pay stubs and you put yourself on payroll, is your statements and stuff like that. But everybody, different companies work differently. All right. Well, I remember one of the things that I encountered as an entrepreneur full time is that they thought I was lying to them for some reason when I told them that I work for myself full time. That I don't have like a regular 9-to-5 job or any stubs to prove it. They're like, well, what do you mean? Like she never been an entrepreneur. She never been self-employed, so she didn't know what to do. She didn't know how to respond. So little things like that is, and also, what's another thing? Also dealing with health insurance. Health insurance is huge. Health insurance is not cheap. All right, so you got to think about your health insurance. I personally went back to working a 9-to-5 job just to get health insurance. You know what I mean? Just to save a little bit more, and to the point where we scale up the business a little bit more. I decided to get health insurance. You know, my teeth are killing me, so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get some dental insurance, man. Get a little help, so I can go ahead and save a little bit of moolah. You know what I mean? So those are some pros and cons. Those are some basics of being an entrepreneur. The thing about being an entrepreneur, and I talked about this in other videos, but I want to stress it, is that as an entrepreneur, you are a problem solver. So if you're having a problem, you need to be self-aware. All right, you need to have 100% self-awareness. You need to know what all your flaws are and what are your strengths. In my personal opinion, this is the only way that you're going to improve your life and be successful, not just as an entrepreneur, but as a person. The more self-aware you are, the better, okay? And as an entrepreneur, you need to be a problem solver. So whatever problems you're facing, you need to identify that's a problem. You need to identify why it's a problem, and then you need to come up with a solution to resolve that problem. That problem can vary depending on your situation. So it's important for you to make sure that you are thinking outside of the box when you are stuck, okay? Ask yourself the right questions. Probe for different information. Go seek help, okay? You got resources like Google. You got, you can use the library if that's beneficial to you. But I highly recommend you use resources. I'll Google everything. And then if I don't use Google, I use in social media to network with people who are in the industry similar to what I'm in. And I network with them and connect with them and build a rapport with people who are like-minded, okay? If you're an entrepreneur and you're seeking to be around other entrepreneurs and network with them, people in your industry, I should say, you should go on LinkedIn or something like that. Go on LinkedIn, network with people who are in your industry. Just go to LinkedIn. Go into the search bar, type in founders, CEOs in whatever industry that you want to be in, and connect with them, message them, ask them how they're doing. Don't spam them. Build a rapport with them. Focus on that. You can go in Facebook groups. I meet a lot of I have a lot of friends just through Facebook. Just through Facebook groups, connected with them, building a rapport, not spamming them, just building a rapport with them and learning from them. Having mentors and having people that I can just call on people just to see how they're doing every once in a while. Don't just talk about, you don't have to just sell them nothing or collaborate with them. Just call on them and see how they're doing. That's important. Alright? So, seek help. Alright? Seek help is very important. If you are stuck on how to do something, YouTube it, Google it, how to get through it. And most importantly, you don't have to do it by yourself. Okay? You don't have to do it at all. As an entrepreneur, one thing that I want to stress is that you want to work on your business and not in your business. Okay? So if you can outsource the work, do it. And if your budget is low, you need to ask yourself the right questions and not assume that just because you may not have a lot of funds doesn't mean that you can't get it resolved with funds. Alright? Because if you got some money, it's better than no money. So what you can do is you can figure out who is willing to work with you with the money that you got if that's an issue. For example, if you know you need something done as far as graphic design work, or you need advertising done for your business so you can focus on actually delivering for your clients or customers, you need to hire someone. Go and see what you can get for somebody who has the track record to make things happen, so to kind of take the burden off of you so you can focus on what you need to focus on. Go on a freelancer website like Fiverr or Upwork or freelancer.com and see if you can find someone that can work remotely and take care of what you need them to take care of so you can focus on growing your business. And let me tell you, it's not that expensive. It's not that expensive. If you need a virtual assistant, get a virtual assistant. And if that virtual assistant doesn't know how to do certain things, but you like them and you think they're affordable for you, what you can do is buy a course. Buy a course that covers certain things. You don't have to actually watch the course yourself. You can kind of overview it, kind of see what that online course is, and send it to your virtual assistant. Have them watch it. Another thing is, let me give you guys another way of how you can actually go about getting stuff done. I'm giving you tactical information on how you can overcome certain things without working and being an entrepreneur. A lot of the times, there is free content already online on YouTube. Like the content that I give is, I'm giving this away for free to build value with you guys. There's people like me that are all over the internet. This is how I learned. Right? Go on YouTube if the money isn't right. Go on YouTube, go on social media, go on Google and figure out how to do certain things. And Google courses. Online courses is another way. I spent a lot of money on courses. Buy courses, right? You can either learn it yourself or buy a course for someone to learn it for you, and you're just paying them to actually learn it so they can implement the techniques that they're being taught. That's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that you can do. And I hope you guys kind of follow where I'm going, because I'm trying to get you to think that thinking outside of the box is very important as an entrepreneur. Save yourself some time, save yourself some money, and be an entrepreneur and think like an entrepreneur. If you want to start your own channel on social media, you need to look at it as a business. Be consistent. Be patient. Patient is a talent. Patient is a talent. If you're an impatient person, you can even think outside of the box and figure out how you could become a better, be more patient if that's something that you feel is a problem. You can go see a therapist. You know, they have therapists online and apps that you can download where you don't even have to leave your home anymore. There's resources everywhere in 2018. Sidebar, I know that I am in a coffee shop right now. It's open 24 hours. And the music is playing in the background. So if you guys are hearing a lot of noise in the background other than this horrible radio Mecklenburg Police Department microphone, then that's why. But those are some pros and cons of entrepreneurship in some ways that you can actually think outside of the box. I know there's some other things that I'm probably missing, but I'm venting right now, and I'm just kind of taking this approach as if I'm doing a podcast and just talking whatever comes to my mind, I'm going to speak it. If you guys are interested in this kind of content for me to post more consistently, other than just tactical information on how to generate leads, make sure you subscribe and you leave a comment telling me you like this video. Also, make sure when you subscribe to this YouTube channel, if you're watching this on YouTube, that you hit that notification bell. That allows you to be notified whenever we post a video, okay? So, if you want me to talk about something, make sure that you leave it in the comments. Create some engagement. Let's get these videos ranking so we can go ahead and move forward and you can go ahead and learn more. And whatever you guys want me to talk about, and if I get enough people to talk about it, I'm going to look it up and figure it out for you so you can make sure this content is consistent. Alright? And if you guys need help with generating leads, make sure you go to jeremiahv.com for more information on how to do that. Talk to you guys in the next video.